Hola and welcome to ProSpanish. We'll get started straight away so that you can see just how quickly and easily you can learn Spanish. More advanced subscribers, you may wish to skip forward to the time frame that comes up on the screen now or stick with us for some extra practice. So first up we have to relax. Relajarme. Relajarme. It's fairly easy because you can see part of the word relax in that. Relajarme, to relax. Next, to enjoy the day. Disfrutar del día. Disfrutar, to enjoy. Disfrutar del día, to enjoy the day. And to learn a lot of conversational language, we don't need to go into all the grammar points that could arise during this. Now, of course, in the Levels 1 to 6 course, in a step-by-step way, we do cover the grammar, how the structures work. But right now, I just want to show you how much you can actually learn and how quickly. So, disfrutar del día, to enjoy the day. And we could enjoy other things. Disfrutar del momento, very important. Disfrutar del momento. What do you think that is? To enjoy the moment. We could say, es importante. It's important. Es importante disfrutar del momento. It's important to enjoy the moment. Okay, next we have to watch the football. Ver el fútbol. Nice and easy. Ver is to watch. It also means to see. To see the football, to watch the football. Ver el fútbol. What do you think it is if I say ver el tenis? Ver el tenis. To watch the tennis. So you could watch lots of things. Next, to go to the cinema, to go to the movies. Ir al cine. Ir al cine. To go to the movies, to go to the cinema. And of course, we could go to lots of other places. We could say ir al parque. Ir al parque. To go to the park. Ir al parque. And at the bottom, we have to do the shopping. Hacer la compra. Hacer la compra. The C in hacer is pronounced like a TH. Hacer, to do. So hacer, to do. Hacer la compra, to do the shopping. La compra, the shopping. Okay, let's have a look at our connectors, the things that we can put in the middle of the sentence. So a really, really useful one is instead of. And this is a kind of language you don't always get at the beginning of a course. It tends to come quite a lot later, even though it's really so useful. So en vez de is instead of. En vez de, instead of. And you'll notice the Z is pronounced like a th, a TH sound, th, en vez de. So how would we say instead of, and it looks like we'd be saying instead of to relax or instead of to enjoy the day, but of course we would say instead of relaxing, instead of going to the movies. So how would we say instead of watching the football? En vez de ver el fútbol. En vez de ver el fútbol. And next we have para. Para. And para is to. Which is a bit weird because it looks like you might be saying to relax or to enjoy the day. But this to actually is in order to. So I need to do this in order to relax. The thing is, in English, we've dropped the in order. And next we have antes de. Antes de is before. Let's pair it up with the one underneath, which is after. Después de. So antes de, después de, before and after. how would you say before enjoying the day? So I have to do this before enjoying the day. What would that be? Antes de disfrutar del día. Antes de disfrutar del día. And what about after doing the shopping? What would that be? Después de hacer la compra. Después de hacer la compra. After doing the shopping. And a very useful one at the end. As well as, which is además de. Además de. So, how would you say, as well as watching the football, además de ver el fútbol, so as well as watching the football, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And we'll just take a quick pause there while I mention our very popular Levels 1 to 6 course. This takes the complete beginner or a near beginner right up to a conversational level of Spanish in a series of very easy to follow steps. All the lessons on this YouTube channel are supplementary, whereas the core Levels 1 to 6 is very much a step-by-step program delivered by the same teacher as all the other videos on the ProSpanish YouTube channel. And while the style is very similar to what you'll be used to from these videos on the channel, the key difference is that every lesson carefully builds on the previous lessons so that you can really feel that progress of going from very little or no Spanish up to a level where you can confidently hold a conversation in Spanish. So again, that's available exclusively from prospanish.co.uk. Now, before we go on to the next bit, it's important to note that you don't need to try to memorize all this. Just follow the flow of the lesson. So now in our first column, we've got ways to start this all off. So first of all, we have necesito terminar esto. I need to finish this. Necesito terminar esto. So how would we say I need to finish this in order to relax? So I need to finish this to relax. What would that be? Necesito terminar esto para relajarme. Necesito terminar esto para relajarme. And it could be to enjoy the day, whatever. It could be lots of different things. It could be, well, let's do another one. How would we say, I need to finish this before watching the football? What would that be? Necesito terminar esto antes de ver el fútbol. Necesito terminar esto antes de ver el fútbol. Okay, this is a good time to use our listening pyramids. These are unique to ProSpanish. So we build up our sentence going down the pyramid. But what we're actually going to do is start at the base and just have a listen and see how much of it you can pick out. Now, obviously, depending on your level, you may only be able to pick out a few words. I've used the language that we've been learning now, but I've also added in some guessable language. But of course, it's spoken at natural speed, and that's the whole idea behind this. It's to get you understanding and speaking at a natural pace as quickly as possible. So you're not expected to completely understand it.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia.
Okay, so you may have picked out quite a lot or just the odd word. Okay, let's work our way down now.
Necesito. Necesito.
So, necesito, and that meant I need. Necesito. Again.
Necesito.
Okay, next.
Necesito terminar esto.
Necesito terminar esto. Necesito terminar esto.
So, necesito terminar esto. And we've just seen that. It was, I need to finish this. Necesito terminar esto. And I'll show you in a moment how the microphone icon there is used for the speaking. But let's carry on working our way down.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de.
Okay, so, necesito terminar esto en vez de. So don't worry, you might not have remembered en vez de. So I need to finish this instead of en vez de. So let's have a listen to this again.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de. Necesito terminar esto en vez de.
Okay, so that's fast, natural spoken Spanish.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque.
So I need to finish, let's have a look. Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque. I need to finish this instead of going to the park. Have another listen.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque. Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque.
Okay, so you can see how building it up. So we might not have understood the whole sentence initially, but we're building it up. And there are 600 of these pyramids included in the all-in-one ProSpanish course. And a lot of our users have said it's been a real game changer in terms of being able to understand natural Spanish. Okay, let's go down to the final one.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia.
So, necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia. Okay, so that last bit we haven't learned, but it's fairly guessable. I need to finish this instead of going to the park with my family. Have a listen again. Let's just turn that on and have a listen.
Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia. Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia.
Okay, and for the speaking, you can work your way down the pyramids, or you can start in the middle, however you want to do it. Just for demonstration purposes, let's just work our way down. Okay, so we click on the microphone, the English will appear, and we have to say the Spanish. Necesito. Okay, good. Necesito terminar esto. Good. Necesito terminar esto en vez de. Okay, all good. Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque. Good. And the final one. Necesito terminar esto en vez de ir al parque con mi familia. Okay, and that's fine. So you can see what a big difference this would make. Obviously, this is a standalone pyramid to go with a standalone lesson, but you can imagine how much of a difference it makes when incorporated into a structured and progressive course. Okay, let's go back to introducing our content now. Next, we have me gusta arreglar la casa. Me gusta arreglar la casa. I like to tidy the house. Just looking at the first two sentences there, how could we say, instead of I like to tidy the house, how could we say I like to tidy this? What would that be? Me gusta arreglar esto. Me gusta arreglar esto. And going back to the full sentence of I like to tidy the house. How would you say I like to tidy the house after doing the shopping? What would that be? Rather a lot of chores there, but anyway. Me gusta arreglar la casa después de hacer la compra. Me gusta arreglar la casa después de hacer la compra. Okay, next we have a past one. I decided to stay at home. Decidí quedarme en casa. Decidí quedarme en casa. I decided to stay at home. And we could take that I decided and use it with the sentences above if we want to. We could say, I decided to tidy the house. What would that be? I decided to tidy the house. Decidí arreglar la casa. Decidí arreglar la casa. But we've got decidí quedarme en casa. I decided to stay at home. How would you say, I decided to stay at home instead of going to the movies? What would that be? Decidí quedarme en casa en vez de ir al cine. Decidí quedarme en casa en vez de ir al cine. And there's a lot of TH sounds there. F. So we've got the decidí, the C there, has got a th sound. And that's because in Spanish, after the letter C, if it's an I or an E, then that C is always pronounced like a th. Decidí. And we have the th in vez de, because Z is always pronounced like a TH, so in vez de, and then we've got the C in cine, and because it's followed by the letter I, do you remember I or E makes it a th sound, so it's cine as well, so a lot of ths in that. And next, I tend to go to the gym. So suelo is I tend to, or I usually do something. So suelo ir, I tend to go. So I tend to go to the gym. Suelo ir al gimnasio, to the gymnasium, al gimnasio. So if we've got I tend to go to the gym, how would you say I tend to go to the movies? Suelo ir al cine. I tend to go to the cinema. How would you say I tend to go to the gym to relax, in order to relax? What would that be? Suelo ir al gimnasio para relajarme. Suelo ir al gimnasio para relajarme. And our final one is, I want to learn this. We saw this earlier when the very first one, which was I need to finish this. So this is esto. So I want to learn this. Quiero aprender esto. Quiero aprender esto. And of course we could use I want, quiero, with any of the others. Just looking at this column, we could say, I want to finish this. Quiero terminar esto. We could say, I want to stay at home. Quiero quedarme en casa. I want to stay at home. We could even use quiero with anything from the third column. I want to relax. Quiero relajarme. Quiero relajarme. We could say, I want to enjoy the day. Quiero disfrutar del día. So you can see the whole idea around this is flexibility and making the maximum useful combinations. And that's what the ProSpanish approach is all about. In the levels 1 to 6 course, it's more step by step. So we're building up the structures and the kind of grammar as well, but not in an abstract way, in a way you can apply straight away. Here, obviously, I'm just trying to give you a very quick sense of how quickly you can learn. But you should be seeing already just how much you can learn in a short space of time. So let's use the whole table now and mix things up a little bit and see what you can say. So if at all possible, if you think you know some of the language, then look away when answering. But otherwise, because we've gone through this quite quickly, not in a step-by-step way, so I wouldn't expect you to have all of this language at your fingertips already. So use the table as much as you need to. Okay, how would you say, I like to tidy the house before relaxing? What would that be? Me gusta arreglar la casa antes de relajarme. Me gusta arreglar la casa antes de relajarme. How about, I tend to go to the gym after doing the shopping. Suelo ir al gimnasio después de hacer la compra. Suelo ir al gimnasio después de hacer la compra. How about, I decided to stay at home instead of watching the football. Decidí quedarme en casa en vez de ver el fútbol. Decidí quedarme en casa en vez de ver el fútbol. How about, I want to learn this before enjoying the day. Quiero aprender esto antes de disfrutar del día. Quiero aprender esto antes de disfrutar del día. Okay, let's have a few that are going to be a bit trickier now because I'm just going to take a little piece of the fragment. So I might just take necesito from I need to finish this, and I might use it with to tidy the house. I need to tidy the house. Okay, but again, it's to give you an idea of once you know this language, and it's not hard to learn, you can say an awful amount. Okay, so how would we say, I tend to tidy the house before watching the football? What would that be? Suelo, so I tend to, suelo arreglar la casa antes de ver el fútbol. Suelo arreglar la casa antes de ver el fútbol. How about, I need to relax in order to enjoy the day. I need to relax in order to enjoy the day. What would that be? Necesito relajarme para disfrutar del día. Necesito relajarme para disfrutar del día. How about, I decided to stay at home instead of doing the shopping. Decidí quedarme en casa en vez de hacer la compra. Decidí quedarme en casa en vez de hacer la compra. Okay, so you should be encouraged by just how much you've been able to learn in this episode. And remember, all the videos on this channel are standalone. They're supplementary, whereas the levels 1 to 6 course is progressive, structured, and is by far the quickest way to get you to a conversational level of Spanish. So if you're looking to become a confident and a competent speaker of Spanish in 2025, then head over to prospanish.co.uk where you can download the full course. Okay, and so for the more advanced part of this lesson, we've kept a lot of it very similar. If you look at the final column, I've just changed relajarme to relajarte. So to relax, but it's referring to you, as you'll see in a second. Mid column is the same. And first column, we've got I need. So we've got a similar sense, but we've got I need you to finish this. I like that you tidy the house. I want you to learn this. So those verbs, necesito que, those clauses, necesito que, I need that. Me gusta que, I like that. And quiero que, those structures where you're wanting somebody to do something, wanting you to do something, needing you to do something, liking that you do something, that always triggers the subjunctive. So the indicative would be terminas, you finish, but the subjunctive, termines. Indicative, you tidy, would be arreglas, but the subjunctive, present subjunctive, arregles. And aprendes would be you learn in the indicative, but for the subjunctive, it's the kind of other way around. So it's aprendas, you learn. Just sticking with this for the moment and swapping stuff around. How would you say, I want you to finish this? What would that be? Quiero que termines esto. How about, I need you to tidy the house. Necesito que arregles la casa. So looking at the whole table, how would you say, I want you to learn this before watching the football? What would that be? Quiero que aprendas esto antes de ver el fútbol. Quiero que aprendas esto antes de ver el fútbol. How about, I need you to finish this after doing the shopping. Necesito que termines esto después de hacer la compra. How about, I like that you tidy the house to relax, in order to relax. Me gusta que arregles la casa para relajarte. Me gusta que arregles la casa para relajarte. And let's mix it up a little bit now. How would you say, I need you to tidy the house as well as doing the shopping. Necesito que arregles la casa además de hacer la compra. Necesito que arregles la casa además de hacer la compra. How about, I want you to finish this instead of going to the movies, going to the cinema. Quiero que termines esto en vez de ir al cine. Quiero que termines esto en vez de ir al cine. Okay, how about this one? Very tricky. So really mixed up now using the first and final columns. I need you to relax. So think about what that is. I need you to relax before watching the football. What would that be? Necesito que te relajes antes de ver el fútbol. Necesito que te relajes antes de ver el fútbol. And how about this short one? I want you to enjoy the day. What would that be? I want you to enjoy the day. Quiero que disfrutes del día. Quiero que disfrutes del día. And that's all we have time for. So, as mentioned earlier, if you're looking to become a confident and a competent speaker of Spanish in 2025, then head over to prospanish.co.uk where you can download the full levels 1 to 6.